Welcome, welcome friends. Welcome whether your week has been gentle, demanding or somewhere in between. Whoever you are, wherever you've been and whatever you carry, you are welcome here. May these next few minutes be moments of calm, of safety and of community. Let us start our time of thought and reflection together as we consider Unitarianism and the interfaith theme of Together We Serve. The Unitarian faith prizes reason, compassion, and the free search for truth. And yet we often find ourselves tracing the same moral contours as many others face: service, sacrifice, charity, love. These words are not merely religious cliches. They are the practical vocabulary by which humans learn to live together. For Unitarians, who hold religious pluralism and the dignity of individual conscience dear, this shared vocabulary is an invitation to both humility and engagement. One way to understand the similarity is with the familiar parable of the blind people and the elephant. Different faith traditions touch different parts and describe them honestly without realizing that they have not encompassed the whole. From a Unitarian perspective that values many sources, the wisdom of world religions, humanist insights and scientific understanding, this parable reminds us that multiple paths may lead to convergent moral outcomes. Each faith is reaching out for God, but shaped by history and culture and men, it is normally men, highlights only certain values and virtues and practices. There is also a less divine explanation, one that draws on what we know about human life as a social project. Evolutionary biology and social science show that cooperative behaviours increase survival and well-being. Groups that practice mutual aid, trust and reciprocity tend to persist. From this angle, charity and sacrifice are social technologies, practices cultures institutionalise because they work for the common good. Perhaps these two accounts need not oppose one another. Our capacity for care may be rooted in evolution, yet our religious and ethical stories can name, interpret and intentionally cultivate that capacity. Unitarianism's commitment to learning from many traditions enables us to bring both streams together. As Unitarians who value evidence and reason, we can recognise how natural processes have shaped human tendencies. But as Unitarians who recognise the value of faith, we can recognise that scientific knowledge does not prevent further meaning. Science can describe how compassion emerged. Our faith and practices can deepen and direct it. We can honour empirical explanations while treating moral experience as a voice that calls us beyond simple survival. Religious language and ritual can transform instinct into deliberate practice, turning occasional generosity into sustained systems of care. This synthesis carries pastoral and practical implications for us. Theologically, it encourages us to be plural, open and modest, to welcome truth wherever it appears and resist absolutism. Ethically, it asks us to build institutions, habits and educational practices that encourage social behaviour, service, sacrifice, charity, love. These teach generosity as routine, possibly possible for all to give rather than just rare heroes. And lastly, spiritually, the recognition of these two paths invites practices that deepen our connection and empathy with each other and our broader community. Because Unitarians value democratic spirit and social justice, the shared moral language across faiths becomes a basis for collaboration. When disaster strikes or injustice persists, our response should be coalition building with people of other beliefs. Working together affirms both our own values and our common responsibility. We remain true to Unitarian principles while joining others in concrete acts of care. Let us allow ourselves to hold the ambiguity. Let us allow ourselves to hold this ambiguity. Whether these virtues originate in divinity, humanity or evolution, or in all three, the practical question remains unchanged. How will we live? For Unitarian congregation, the answer is both simple and demanding. We cultivate a reasoned faith that listens and learns. We teach compassion as a habit. We commit to shared action with neighbours of every creed. In doing so, we honour the deep convergence amongst religions, the human processes that crafted them, and the call, by whatever name, to build a world more just, more gentle, and more sustaining for all. Let us join with all faiths that share our values, and together form a chorus singing the harmony of human flourishing. Let us just take a few moments now to consider in silence, how do these values resonate in our lives? Service, sacrifice, charity, love. How do they connect us to other religions and their spiritual practices? Thank you. Thank you for listening. And in this coming week, please remember to be kind to yourself and join with all those of any faith that share your values, and together form a chorus singing the harmony of human flourishing. Go well.